Hey, this is Seagrove, and today I'm starting a new project on helping to support new judges and organizers, which are the two different types of professors. And I'm doing this because when I became a professor, I felt like I was just being thrown into the ocean without knowing how to swim, and I just couldn't. I had to keep getting help from people, and I was lucky to have people around me who could support me, but I really thought that there were not enough clear resources on what I needed to do and such. So I'm going to be starting a series on this, and it will probably be quite a few videos, and they'll be very short on different topics. So for today, I want to talk about what a judge is, what an organizer is, and how to become one. So first of all, before you decide to become one, you need to be very familiar with going to tournaments, playing the game, and such things as this. An organizer doesn't necessarily have to know all the rules of the game, and a judge doesn't necessarily have to be great at organizing an event, getting a venue, and such things. But the judge is the person at the tournament who knows the rules, who makes calls, and basically their job is to make sure that the tournament is fun and fair. And the organizer is the person who schedules the tournament, gets the sanction with Pokemon, books the venue, um, and makes sure the tournament is fun and well run. So, if you are interested in doing one of those, then I'm going to show you how to become one. But again, make sure that you're familiar with the game. You've been to multiple tournaments, more than a handful, and that you're very comfortable with how tournaments should run. And you've seen good tournaments, you've seen bad tournaments. I think that's important to do so that you can do a good job when you're starting. Anyways, this is how you become a professor. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Pokemon.com. Here I am. And click on login over here. And then when you do that, you're just going to have your username and password. If you don't have one, you'll have to create an account. But you should have one. I think you would have one. And then, so you'll log in. I'm not going to log in myself, but you'll log in, and once you log in, you're going to see this screen. So I've got the information blocked out here, but you'll see this screen when you log in. And then if you want to become a professor, you need to click on that My Play Pokemon page option in this list on the left. You can see it's highlighted. And you'll click on that, and then it will take you to the next page. And what have I done? Okay. And then you'll click on this thing right here where it says professors. And when you do that, these three options will open up: overview, professor core values, and join the professor program. And if you're not familiar with the professor core values or overview, or you need an overview of what a professor is, I definitely suggest clicking on those and reading through them. Some of the questions on the quiz have to do with professor core values, and some have to do with basic rulings and organizing and things like that, depending on which one you're doing. So you'll click on join the professor program. Okay, and then when you've done that, this screen will pop up, and you'll have some options. What do you want to be? Do you want to be a VG Judge Basic, a TCG Judge Basic, or an Organizer Basic? You only do one at a time, and once you've become one or whatever, you have to wait a month before you can do another one. So you can't do both at the same time, to my knowledge. So you come here. I did Judge first. Click on whichever one you want to do, and then at the bottom you can see the mouse is over that box. Click that box. It just says that you are willing to do a background check, so that you can be an organizer. And then you'll click continue. It'll take you straight to the quiz. So then you take the quiz, and and you finish the quiz, and it just says your program application is complete. Thank you for applying. You'll be notified of the status of your application shortly. So after you have passed the test, you need to be checking your email because you get quite a few emails. Maybe 3 days or so, somewhere 2 days to a week. You'll get an email from Sterling Talent, which is the company that does the background check. I think the email's from Sterling Talent. It may be from Pokemon. But you'll get one from one of them asking you to set up a profile for Sterling Talent to do your background check. You set that up. They do your background check. And then that takes about a week. You'll get another email saying you passed the background check, assuming you passed. And then once Pokemon has processed everything, the background check, and they don't send you off for a background check if you don't pass the quiz. Once that's happened, then you'll get an email from Pokemon that says, okay, you're a judge. And that could be, I've heard it being as quick as 2 weeks. I've heard it a lot of really, really long ones I don't necessarily believe. The longest believable one I've heard is 6 months. I think mine was 3 months. So I think they were pretty backlogged. So hopefully it'll be quicker now. I know someone who just did it, and theirs took about a month, I want to say. So yeah, definitely takes some time. So just have to expect that. And then you will be a judge or an organizer, and that's how you do it. So that's this video. Next video, I'm going to talk about how to get started as each of a judge or an organizer. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully this has been helpful. See you next time.